This is Dr. Raj Lakshmi Darbari, authored the books Knowledge of Love and Healing and Marriage University. In my earlier episode, I talked to you about how to find that soulmate. And in this episode, I'm going to talk to you about your sexual urges. Yes, a lot of people have them and they don't know how to control them. Now, there are two parts to our mind. Either our mind says we're looking for our husband, or our mind says we're looking for casual sex today. Now, if you move on the path of lust, casual sex is nothing but lust. Now, why are you moving on that? Because everybody else is doing it. When you go to school, when you go to university, people are talking, have you had sex? Do you have a boyfriend? Do you have a girlfriend? And if you don't, then perhaps something's wrong with you. But that's not true. Don't ever believe that. And I'm telling you, when you read my book, The Knowledge of Love and Healing, you will be able to talk back to those people and tell them that what they are telling you is wrong. Why is it wrong? Because we've not come into this world just to have casual sex. We've come into this world to have true love. And marriage is your destiny. There are two parts of our life. One is to find a good job, a career like we call ourselves. And today, whether it's some girls or boys, or even if you're becoming a housewife, that is also a career. So we can embark upon a career knowing fully well what I need for that. If you want to become a housewife, then you are told, okay, I know how to become a housewife. I'll learn cooking, I'll learn stitching, and I'll learn all that things that go along with the house. But if you want to become a teacher, even that, there is a path of learning how to become a teacher. But where is the path? Do we have any book that helps us find our soulmate, find our true love? We are not finding that book. But here you will find how this book trains you in the knowledge of love and healing to curb your sexual urges. Now, yes, to curb them down. Because when you're in control of your sexual urges, then you'll be in control of your life. You'll be in control of your body, your mind, your heart and soul. But if you're not in control of your sexual urges, then what is going to happen to you? You're going to lose out on true love. You'll be walking the path of lust. And lust is a very dangerous game because it doesn't take you towards love. It takes you completely away from love. And that is one of the reasons why the divorce rate is almost 80% in England and abroad. So how do we avoid that divorce? We have to avoid that divorce by arming ourselves with the knowledge of love and the knowledge of healing. Therefore, it becomes a must for the parents also to read this book along with their children, because it helps the parents to understand how to counsel your child against premarital sex. Otherwise, premarital sex is called being very, very modern in today's world. But that modernity or being very, very modern is taking us towards a very traumatic life, and it's taking us towards a divorce, which perhaps none of us want in our life. But yes, it's happening. People say, oh, there's no more flexibility between the husband and wife. They're not able to cope with their emotions or to cope with the problems, and therefore everything is just a divorce. But that's not true. The fact is, you're not experiencing love. Yes, perhaps if you married, like I said, if you married for a green card or you married for property, then you're not going to experience love. And then what's going to happen? You're going to go towards just quenching your sexual urges through that marriage also. So let's talk about the youngsters first who want to have that experience of sex. They say, I'm 16, I'm 18, I'm 19, I'm old enough to date. I'm old enough to be out at 2 o'clock in the night. Yes, in America there was a lot of problems with the youngsters wanting to be out till 2 o'clock in the night. And the parents are frantic, where's my 16-year-old daughter? Now, is it right to put our parents through that kind of emotions that are hurting them, worrying them? What are we doing? What are we youngsters doing? Is it right? Eventually, in the end of our life or in the beginning of our life, we are going to talk about marriage, because the two aspects is, one is a career, the second is marriage. But where is the binding? Where is the bounding? Where is the determination in us to feel that yes, we are equipped to choose our partner, our life partner? But when do you want to choose it? When you want to choose it when you're 16, or you want to choose it between when you're 25? Now, in this book, like you can see the cartoon. See what the cartoon says. It says, when I'm young, let's have fun. And when I'm old, just read through it. I'm going to show you on the screen. Thereafter, what have we done? We have connected our mind to our body. And once you connect your mind to your body, you have forgotten your own heart and soul. So if you're not going to love yourself, how can you expect your partner to love you? It's not possible for your partner to love you because you yourself have abandoned loving yourself. So we come back to the knowledge of love and healing, and it says the first thing, you must take a vow that I will have sex and marriage with my soulmate only. And why you must take that vow? Read the book. It will tell you how to love yourself, truly love yourself. And then you'll be in bliss, that kind of bliss that you see when your eyes are sparkling away. And you've got to experience that. More than experiencing sex in your life, it is very important to experience the divine love of your soulmate. And believe me, when you meet your soulmate, so many people have said, you know, Raj, it's just a different world. It's just a different feeling. Everybody's missing out on that. They're just running after lust, going to the disco, jumping into bed, getting drunk, don't know where they are. That's not life. So, let's come back to what is life. What are we here on this earth? To experience the blissfulness of love. When we receive love from our mother, we receive love from our father, that is a divine form of love. They are loving you not because you are going to give them a car or you're going to look after them in old age. They're loving you because you're part of them. The child is part of the parents. You are, and the parents are part of you. So when they're growing old, how can you forget about that? Your wife comes in and you've forgotten about your mother. The husband comes in, you're forgetting about your father. I mean, this has to be stopped somewhere down the line. Today, we all have to stop and think, what are we doing? We are abandoning true love. And that is not right for us because that's when all the diseases set in. That's when comes in depression, that when comes in, let's say, high blood pressure or something else. Something's happening down the line to your body and you are unhappy with that. So health is wealth and wealth is love. You've got to understand that. On this earth, as we come down, we have two things, our career and our marriage. And we have to pay attention to the point of marriage and we have to take that vow saying, I will have sex and marriage only with my soulmate. And that's the way to go about it. So I hope you will read the 3 books, Volume 1, Volume 2 and Volume 3. They will guide you and help you understand yourself, and at the same time you will be, all your questions that you couldn't formulate in your mind, suddenly those books will throw up those questions and you said, yes, that's what I wanted to ask, but I had no one to ask. And I believe me, when you read that, you will come out feeling very knowledgeable and you'll be full of love for yourself first before you can impart that love to your partner. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next in our episode 3. This is when the brain goes into ecstasy, when it gets connected to your soul. You will experience divine love and feel very uplifted. You have to practice connecting your mind to your soul and to your soulmate, and this will lead you to your soulmate. When your mind gets connected to your body, this is when you follow your sexual urges and it lands you up into having casual sex or live-in relationships. And those are disastrous for you because they cause emotional damage. When your mind gets connected to your heart and soul, then your mind will tell you who is the one for you. It will automatically know. And this is the magic of the commitment that you make to yourself when you say, I vow to have sex and marriage with my soulmate only. Now, what is marriage? Marriage is the joining of 2 hearts and souls, and 2 souls becoming one. Now, what do we see on the other side? What is marriage? The questions and the answers. And these answers, if you cannot answer, then you don't know what is marriage and what you're going in for. It even tells you the expectations of what you need to have from your husband or your wife, and this all must be discussed before marriage so that after marriage, you know that marriage is actually a job, like a job. It's not an easy task, marriage. You're taking care of more people are entering into your life. You have another mother, another father, another brother, another sister, and you have children coming into that. There are two families that you're joining together and taking care of more people. So you have to be mentally prepared for all of that. And this is what this book prepares you for, so that later on you do not feel it a burden to even take care of your own parents as well as your in-laws. And we have to learn that today, because it's not right putting our parents into the old age homes and mistreating them or treating them as if they are not important in our lives anymore. This is a very wrong concept, and this, I think, needs to be stopped.